Hi everyone, this is Candice, and the topic I would like to share with you today is global cosmetic ingredient trend in 2026. And together, we will explore a critical questions in our rapidly evolving industry. Where is the next super ingredients? And this report will focus on the most cutting-edge ingredients trends, analyzing the market drivers and technological applications behind them. Okay, let's get started. Firstly, let's have an overview of the global beauty market. As you can see from this chart, the global beauty and personal care market is demonstrating steady growth, projected to reach a value of nearly 600 billion US dollar in 2024. Regionally, while the Asia Pacific remains the largest market, it is North America that shows the most remarkable growth momentum, with a compound annual growth rate of 7.2% from 2019 to 2024. This rapid expansion, particularly through its fast-growing online channels, position North America as a vital lens for observing cutting-edge consumer trends and high-potential new products. To pinpoint the drivers of growth more accurately, we now turn our attention to online channels. And the data here shows that Amazon dominates the global beauty e-commerce market. Specifically, Amazon US size holds the largest share, establishing itself as a global barometer for beauty trends. By closely analyzing the data from Amazon US, we can effectively identify emerging global beauty trends that possess high growth potential. If we examine the top-selling ingredients on Amazon US, we will find that classic silent spec ingredients like hyaluronic acid, shea butter, and niacinamide continue to firmly dominate the market. This reflects consumers' enduring demand for core benefits such as hydration, barrier repair, and basic anti-aging and brightening. And these classic ingredients form the market fundamentals, serving as the foundation for brands to meet consumers' core needs. However, when we shift our focus to the list of fastest-growing ingredients, the future direction of the market becomes more clear. In stark contrast to the stabilities of the best sellers, this chart reveals where incremental growth lies. We can see two cutting-edge ingredients rooted in regenerative medicine, PDRN and essences, surging ahead with year-on-year sales growth of 3,679% and 1,670% respectively. This explosive growth is a powerful indicator of consumers' strong and growing confidence in the efficacy of next-generation biotech actives. It signals a conceptual shift in skincare, moving from passive repair to active regeneration. And this surge in sales is no coincidence. We validated these trends with forward-looking data from Google Trends. Over the past few years, global search interest for PDRN and essences have grown exponentially. And this indicates that market education has largely taken effect. Consumers are now transitioning from passive acceptance to proactively seeking out and recognizing these cutting-edge ingredients. And this shift in behavior is a leading indicator of demand acceleration and provides strong evidence that PDRN and essences are poised to become the next generation of super trend ingredients. Now, let's take a closer look at these two rising stars. Let's talk about PDRN first. PDRN is the core ingredient behind a popular salmon DNA injection, and products like Rejuven Healer Skin Booster, Mesoaesthetic xDNA are getting popular among beauty seekers. PDRN is primarily extracted from the reproductive cells of male salmon. It's a complex involved in DNA synthesis. The base composition of PDRN is up to 98% similar to human DNA, and this high similarity is the key. It allows PDRN to interact effectively with our cells, demonstrating significant benefits in tissue repair, wound healing, and reducing inflammation. Essentially, it boosts the skin's own self-repair and regeneration capabilities, helping to restore a smoother, more youthful appearance. As the application of PDRN become more widespread, global regulations of PDRN medical beauty products are becoming more stringent. We can see that in the US, Europe, and Japan, PDRN products typically must undergo rigorous approval process to ensure their safety and efficacy. In China, PDRN-related products currently mainly rely on imports, and no products have been approved as Class 3 medical device. However, a key development to note is that in 2024, 4 Chinese companies completed the Master 5 filings for PDRN as a raw material, and this signals that the process for compliant application of PDRN in China is accelerating. And known for its powerful regenerative and healing capabilities, PDRN are grabbing attention by the capital and gradually applied in everyday skincare, hair care, and even makeup. Let's look at this trend. In China, the number of registered cosmetics containing PDRN skyrocketed from 303 in 2020 to over 7,000 in 2024. In other markets, brands like Amore Pacific, Baby Bright, and Medulas are incorporating it into creams, serums, and hair treatments. And this massive expansion shows that the market sees huge potential in harnessing PDRN's regenerative power for broader applications. So, why is PDRN so effective? Its core mechanisms of action lies in activating the adenosine A2A receptor, which in turn promotes tissue regeneration and wound healing through multiple pathways. First, it can decrease inflammatory factors while increasing anti-inflammatory factors. Second, it also has anti-apoptotic effects by inhibiting cell death pathway and protecting cells. Meanwhile, it can upregulate the expression of VEGF, delivering more oxygens and nutrients to tissue. Last but not least, it inhibits the expression of MMPs, thereby protecting the extracellular matrix, promoting tissue repair. These multi-pathway synergistic actions allow PDRN to achieve comprehensive and highly effective tissue regeneration and repair. But where does this PDRN come from? Initially, it was primarily extracted from salmon. However, animal-derived PDRN faces two main challenges in topical skincare application. First, its source does not align with vegan beauty trend. Second, its large molecular size and strong hydrophilicity result in low transdermal absorption efficiency. And to overcome these limitations, new types of PDRN has emerged. On the source, plant extraction technology has enabled the development of plant-derived PDRN, which align with the vegan concept. On structure and delivery, innovations like spherical PDRN and targeted delivery systems have been developed. These technologies enhance PDRN stabilities and skin penetration by alerting its structure or using nanocarriers, allowing for more precise and deeper actions within the skin. In summary, the sources of PDRN are becoming increasingly diverse. Besides animal-derived PDRN, we now have plant-derived PDRN extracted from sources like aloes and mobile using environmentally friendly methods. Even more exciting is synthetic PDRN. Chinese company Ruijiming Biotechnology has developed the first synthetic PDRN in the world. Using technologies like SK for shearing and CV plus TC technology for replication and screening, it allows for precise control over the structure and properties, potentially boosting its biological activity and stability. Here are some product examples showing case different PDRN applications. Innisfree's launched Retinol's Green Tea PDRN Skin Booster Ampule use low molecular weight green tea PDRN alongside retinols for anti-wrinkle and firming effect. Dreamyas, a Chinese skincare brand, develops spherical PDRN via its exclusive microsphere technology. Compared to normal PDRN, spherical PDRN has better transdermal and absorbency properties and higher stability, thus perform better in skin repairing. And recently, L'Oreal also launched Revital Leaf Filler Pumping Serum, which claims to be the brand's first serum to incorporate a patented clinical-grade PDRN. And their star ingredients, Prosilene Pro, is also added, together with super molecular niacinamide to address wrinkle, dullness, and sagging problems. To summarize, with its natural origins and scientifically proven healing efficacy, PDRN is rapidly becoming a new favorite for meeting consumers' evolving demand for skin health and beauty. Looking ahead, as research continues to deepen, the application prospects for PDRN in the cosmetic and personal care field will be even broader, promising to bring consumers a safer and more efficient skincare experience. Okay, having discussed PDRN, let's now turn our attention to another even more forward-looking area, stem cells and exosomes. As we see here, the global stem cell beauty product market is booming, projected to reach nearly 2.8 billion by 2030, with a solid compound annual growth rate of almost 10%. And this isn't just hype. It reflects a real shift in consumer demand and scientific advancements. People are looking for solutions that go beyond surface level treatment. As you see here, the focus is clear: skin repair, fighting aging, and even promoting hair regeneration. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry betting on the power of stem cells to deliver visible results. However, the use of stem cells in cosmetics face strict regulations worldwide. China prohibits the use of stem cells as a cosmetic ingredient and also forbids human-derived cells and tissues. Marketed products typically contain extras or cultural media from plant stem cells. The United States classifies stem cell therapies as a drug. Related beauty products must comply with FDA safety and labeling requirements. Japan and South Korea permit the use of human stem cells conditional media or exosomes as cosmetic ingredients under strict conditions and restrictions. It's worth noting that the approval of China's first stem cell therapy drug in 2025 may possibly influence future exploration and application of stem cell technology in the cosmetic field. So, where does this stem cell come from? They can be derived from various sources, plants and animals. Let's compare plant and animal stem cells. What do they have in common? They both are undifferentiated cells, meaning they haven't specialized yet. They both divide constantly to produce new cells, maintaining growth. Crucially, they both have self-renewal capabilities and possess regenerative and repair power. But there are key differences. Plant stem cells are typically found in meristems, the growing points of plants, while animal stem cells exist in most tissues. Plant stem cells drive continuous growth, like making a tree taller or wider. Animal stem cells are more about tissue repair and regeneration after injury. Plant stem cells can differentiate into any cell types needed by the plant, like roots, stems, and leaves. However, the differentiation of animal stem cell is more restricted. Adult stem cells typically differentiate into cells of tissue where they are located. Compared to animal stem cells, using plant stem cells offers advantages like biodiversity, consumer safety, and being environmentally friendly and easy access. Leading ingredient suppliers are using innovative bioengineering to efficiently obtain active ingredients from plant stem cells. Whitechurch Biotech developed a plant cell biofactory technology to extract active from plants like white olive for scalp care. Enron Corporation used bioengineering and nanotechnology to extract active ingredients from rare plants like wild ginseng, improving their stability and transdermal absorption. And these technologies are the core drivers commercializing the plants themselves concept. As research on stem cells deepens, another exciting area has emerged: exosomes. And these tiny vesicles secreted by stem cells are becoming a major research hotspot. They were first discovered way back in 1983, but their importance really hit the spotlight when scientists won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2013 for their work on intercellular vesicle transport. That recognition gave scientific research a massive boost. So, what are these little guys? Exosomes are microscopic packages released by cells, including stem cells, from both animals and plants. Inside them, they carry valuable cargo: DNA, small RNAs, proteins, and other molecules. They act as messengers, facilitating communication between cells, influencing metabolism, and possessing impressive abilities like regeneration, cell proliferation, and wound healing. Because they inherit some of the potent properties of stem cells, exosomes can offer similar effects to stem cells, but often with fewer complexities and risks. Compared to stem cells, exosomes have significant advantages in safety, efficiency, and diversity of mechanisms of action. So, how are these exosomes technologies actually being used in products? Companies like Exoco Bio in South Korea are leading the charge. They've developed patent tech like SCRT to isolate and purify high-quality exosomes efficiently and apply them to different products to deliver repair, whitening, and anti-hair loss effects. For example, the product ASCE plus HRLV specifically targets scalp issues by adding rose stem cells exosomes and 10 hair growth factors. It can help to improve the hair loss problem. And for post-treatment care, ExoBalm incorporates rose-derived exosomes, which can repair skin barrier and recover sooner and better after aesthetic treatment. And innovation doesn't stop here. Plant exosome extraction technology is also innovating. Incos Farm, a Korean ingredient supplier, has developed EPOTF technology, which highly boosting efficiency, purity, stability, and ultimately the efficacy of exosomes in skincare products. American company Active Concepts also developed an innovative ingredient, AC-Exocom, by encapsulating glyceretinic acid using plant exosomes, enhancing its anti-inflammatory efficacy. It also upcycled licorice waste into usable components, achieving circular resource utilization and aligning with sustainability goals. And here are more examples that have leveraged the specific properties of stem cells and exosomes for targeted benefits. Origin newly launched a product line featuring apple stem cell extracts, which is shown to boost skin cell renewal and combat early signs of aging. X1, a Japanese brand, utilized 3 times of human stem cell culture media to improve skin barrier and anti-aging. And human-derived stem cells and exosomes are added in Dr. Sloan's Bubble Peel Booster, which makes the product perform well in promoting hair growth and improving scalp health. In summary, stem cells and exosomes are bringing revolutionary new ideas to beauty industry with their powerful regenerative potential. However, their application still faces challenges. The market suffers from confusion and exaggerated claims about stem cells, plant stem cells, and exosomes, which affects consumers' trust. And relevant policies are still developing, making it difficult to effectively guarantee product qualities and safety. And also, high R&D costs and technical thresholds limit their widespread application. In markets like China, the research foundation is still relatively weak and requires long-term accumulation. In the future, how brands and enterprises can deeply explore the mechanisms of action and application effects of stem cells and exosomes, as well as how governments can improve relevant policies and regulations to strengthen market supervision, will be one of the core keys to the development of stem cells in the beauty industry. Okay, that wraps up our look at these cutting-edge ingredients. Thank you for listening.